All right, everybody, how you all doing? It is time for some Sonic Adventure DX small stories with bonus Big the Cat incentive. We have our runners and our commentators ready. I will leave it to you to introduce yourself. Take it away.
How's it going, everybody?
Hi.
I'm Matoi. I'm here with Risuruuu, and we are going to be racing this game. It's going to be really fun.
Hello, I am Risuruuu. I run statics, among other things. I'm really excited for this race. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'd like to introduce our commentators, though, Badlex and Nim, if you'd like to go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, hi, hello. I am Badlex.
This category is kind of like a category extension, so I'm gonna explain really quick what we're gonna do here. So this game has 6 different main characters, and each are their own category. You can also do all categories together, which would be all stories, but a lot of people want different playstyles, so they want to do different categories, but they also think that all of them is too long. So this is kind of like a nice in-between. This is kind of like a best-of the shorter categories, which we call, instead of all stories, we call small stories, and the K.A.G just stands for Knuckles, Amy, Gamma. So this is basically what this run is going to be. And then at the end of this, thanks to all your generous donations, we get an additional big story race, which is going to be awesome. So, this is going to be it. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you so much. I'm good to go. Are you good to go, Matoi?
Yeah, I am down when everyone else is good.
All right, and we are on our game instruction screen.
Yeah, because then it pretty much starts immediately as opposed to hitting
Yes,
game
it
on the main
does.
screen. Would you like to do the
my
countdown,
gosh.
or would you like I to do so?
Actually, give me a hot second, because I don't think I'm in the right camera orientation.
Oh.
Because I was practicing beforehand, so I was like, nope.
And y'all are in the proper files,
Original.
correct?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, so we're good?
I can guess myself. Well, now I gotta go through and
Alright, just let me know when you're back on the instruction screen.
Yeah. Oh, quick question. Are you playing in English?
Yeah, I'm playing in English. I know you're not.
Yeah. That's how I do. Okay, I'm ready. Would you like to give the counter, or did you ask me to do it?
I'm down to do it if you would be
It's
so
all
kind.
you. It's all you. I'm ready.
Alright, y'all. I hope you're ready for a good time. We got 4 stories to go through by all technicalities, so we're going to start. I'll count down by 3. So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
As far back
All right.
as I can
Once
remember,
again, good luck.
I've been
Knuckles Story is the first one. Knuckles Story is gonna be the least linear of them because the stages are random. The objective of Knuckles Story is to find 3 emerald pieces that are randomly spread out throughout the stage, and when you collected them all, the stage is over. Since they're random, you have to do a lot of adjusting, a lot of radar reading to make sure which pieces you got to recognize them correctly. One important thing to notice is you see there's 3 different pieces at the bottom of the screen in the radar. These are all their own piece slots, and each piece slot has its own pool of possible piece locations. So if you know all the piece locations and know where which piece slot each piece location belongs to, and you go through the stage and check different locations, you can use the process of elimination to know which other locations you are still able to get and need to check for, and that's what we're gonna be using here to get through the stages most effectively.
Not the best layout for either of our 2 runners today.
I was like, wow, that was not fantastic.
Yeah,
I
those
actually missed my piece 1.
Oh, man.
Yeah, those stages can go really, really quick, but it is, of course, very luck dependent and also very difficult to, on the fly, instantly recognize which pieces you have and need to check for. So it's very easy to slip up and make mistakes as well, on top of possibly getting bad RNG. Casino is very tricky because Casino is a very compact stage, so you get a lot of radar pings from all over the place, from different pieces, but a lot of areas in the stage are very misleading and very hard to get to, so it's very easy to get mixed up with what pieces you're trying to go for.
We make a joke occasionally that this is RNG the run, which might not seem like it now, except it totally does, because this is quite literally the RNG character. But especially for PvP purposes, the end of the next 2 stories are pretty intense. One of them is completely luck dependent, depending on a couple doors that you can go through, and ideally we want the first one. And then the last one, it's more skill than luck, but it is still what feels like luck.
Now here with Knuckles, Risuruuu is coming up to it. She's gonna try to do a skip called Tikal skip. There's a little section here where we see, and she gets it, very nice, where we see, I said Tikal skip, it's called Cream skip, I always mix it up. But there's a cameo of Cream the rabbit who's flying by, during which you're not supposed to be able to move, but by mashing the action buttons you can actually punch out of it and save a second. Chaos 2 is a pretty tricky boss. If you have the right sets of movements, you can manipulate them to basically skip all of its attack patterns, but it's a pretty specific movement that you have to do to be able to get it. But
2 fights from our runners.
Yeah, not bad.
There's one required upgrade in Knuckles' story. It is the Dig Claws. There's another optional one that we don't get because it's ever so slightly slower than just doing the last boss vanilla, vanilla as you do in the speedrun. This will allow us to dig. Ideally, we would love to see speed shoes here, but it ever so rarely happens.
Yeah,
I can count on one hand how many times I've ever gotten that.
Yeah, me too.
And I taking a bomb.
Oh, the bomb. Yeah, that's nice.
Only the bomb destroyed the monkey.
I love getting. That's my favorite thing to get when there's absolutely no enemies around.
But yeah, this thing right
Did you
here.
get a bomb?
Yeah.
That doesn't destroy the monkey, but no, he's like, you need the monkey destruction switch.
Yeah, the monkey destruction switch is the most important aspect to any video game. Any video game that doesn't have a monkey destruction switch is useless.
Why play it?
I is screaming in his ball. I'm sweating right now.
But yeah, the next stage right here, Red Mountain, is a very good example of how, depending on what your situation you're in this category, you want to take different approaches to the stage. So depending on how willing you are to reset, in our case we really don't want to reset because it's both a marathon and a race and also a longer category, so you want to play it safe. But if you were to do PB attempts in just Knuckles Story, there are different routes you could take and different risks you can take. So you can, for example, willingly skip out on checking for certain piece locations because they're very slow and just hope you don't get them. But obviously in a case like this where we have to finish the stage at any price, at any cost, we have to do a route through the stage that actually checks for all piece locations just to be on the safe side here. Otherwise you have to do a lot of very slow, very boring backtracking.
Hardest part about this is that the stage is so tall, and while there's great ways to be able to get up with like rockets and springs and stuff, getting down you have to rely on your falling speed. And then there's also a piece that thankfully I don't think we saw. It's an enemy all the way at one end of the stage, and getting back from there is a nightmare. Also, hi Sonic.
Oh no. Hi Sonic.
Yeah, now we can finally follow all our dreams and punch Sonic. We all wanted to do that at some point.
How much for a Sonic block?
Alright, so
birthday to Sonic later on too.
This right here is Chaos 4. This is a very long and very boring boss that technically just boils down to waiting for attack cycles. So now would be a lovely time if there are any donations or announcements for Argic to read out.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We do indeed. We've got a $7.77 donation from Time Zones. Don't we love them? Saying, wishing lots of luck to Matoi and Risuruuu. Let's get that first door for Amy Rose.
Isn't it Time Zone?
I sure hope so. I would love a door one.
I hope Time Zones has just blessed the run for you and you do get door one.
Double door one.
Thank you so much.
Imagine?
If I continue this door 4 curse, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Fun fact, Matoi and I did a race off stream I was practicing commentary, and I told them to go for door 4 right away, and of course it was door 4.
I'm cursed. That's the only way to put it. I'm cursed. I'm cursed to get door 4 in every run.
4 is a very unlucky number.
4 is the lonely. Oh wait.
The luckiest number,
Here's 3
maybe.
right there.
Thankfully, it seems like we've gotten some solid attack patterns from this boss.
I lost track of which one I'm on.
Yeah, there's
Chaos is
some.
giving me
we go.
fish flip the entire time.
Oh,
Yeah,
rip.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
There's some attacks on this boss that can lose you a lot of time, but with Knuckles it's very consistent to avoid them. And luckily this looked good here from both runners. So now we are going into the jungle. To get to the next stage, there needs to be we need to pick up 2 statues and put them to the entrance of the stage. The first one is like right at the beginning of the area. The second one is a bit hidden. When I played this game casually, I had to look it up where to find it because it is very well hidden. If you put down the statue and then move away, you gotta be a bit careful because if you move away too fast and the statue doesn't have time to lock into place, it is possible for it to respawn, and you have to despawn, and you have to go back to the beginning of the area, and that loses a lot of time. So unless you really want to play it risky, you always want to wait like a second or 2 after you put down the first statue.
Click. I have lost runs.
Yeah,
for
me too.
Them despawning. I'm like, oh no.
Believe it or not, movement in this game while carrying these objects is one of the hardest things. Especially through that narrow path in the jungle, it's such a pain in the butt.
I can't wait for finding the emerald pieces in Lost World.
Oh yeah, so Lost World, so we talked about finding emerald pieces, so we're not going to do that in this stage. What we're going to do instead is clip through a wall and then just the stage just ends. So the reason this happens is because a lot of different characters use different parts of the stage in their own different way, and Knuckles' area of Lost World is like right next to the ending of Sonic's version of Lost World. And because you're not meant to actually get there as Knuckles, they just didn't do anything for the Knuckles set of objects that are loaded in to remove Sonic's loading zone that finishes the level. So if we get into that area that Knuckles is not supposed to be in, we can just finish the level like this, and the game basically instantly triggers the ending of the stage without having to find emerald pieces, which is very convenient, because Lost World is also a very volatile stage with finding emerald pieces, but like this you can make it very consistent.
In reality, if we got all of the emerald pieces in all the stages, I do believe Lost World would be the most challenging, especially because there are a couple pieces that are at the very top of the stage, and Skydeck has some interesting pieces, but at least you can wall run to get up there. Lost World, I don't believe you have any such luck.
Where to go?
Yeah, the ship transformation cutscene is not actually a cutscene, it just looks like it. If you try to skip it, it just pauses the game, and while the menu is up, the ship just despawns, which is interesting. But yeah, speaking of volatile stages, Skydeck is very mean. For the most part, most pieces are alright, but there's 2 specific pieces that can completely ruin your run. Let's hope neither of the runners get them here. Matoi here with a good first piece.
RNG manipulation? Oh wait, this is an SC2, sorry.
I just happened to not grab any rings.
That is the one hard part about Statics Knuckles compared to SA2 is that you taking a death does not manipulate your RNG. Your pieces are decided upon.
Oh no.
They stay.
Matoi here got like the hell RNG. So they're gonna try to do a clip here. Let's see how it goes. Oh no.
Beautiful.
Oh yes, nice.
Absolutely beautiful. Nice clip. Nice clip.
That clip is really difficult, especially the out of bounds movement.
Ooh,
That was very nice to see.
I need a piece too.
So yeah, the one that Matoi got there was the really mean pieces that can kill your run that I mentioned. Luckily they did it very well there.
Handled it like a champ.
Are in front of the ship fighting. Help them.
I finally found
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest P2s in that stage are the ones that are underground that you have to clip out for.
Hate Spider with all of my heart.
So Matoi is now coming up to the final boss of the story. So basically the trick is you have to, there's these little metal bombs that Eggman throws at you, but you can deactivate them and then throw at Chaos and that freezes him, and then you can attack him. Basically the whole trick to doing the boss fast is that you always want to have a metal bomb to throw at him ready immediately after you hit him, because the moment you take a little bit of time to try to prepare your next hit, you can very easily get into some attack patterns that waste a lot of time. But if you immediately always have one ready to throw at him again, you can immediately freeze him again and then beat the boss in just about 30 seconds, which is very nice. There is actually an upgrade that allows us to do this boss in 2 hits instead of 4, but it is a little bit out of the way, and the time it saves on the boss is less than the time it takes to get it. But Matoi is now off to Amy's story.
Risu finishing, getting into Chaos 6, gonna show this Chow, just kidding, who's boss. One of the most challenging parts of doing this... Oh, actually, we're gonna... Yeah. So, Matoi about to do a clip into Station Square, lining up Amy's ear and hair tuft with a little part of the brick there. Saves us a little bit of time of movement. Amy's a fairly slow character. Ideally, we want to jump when we're moving with her, occasionally hammer jump when we can, and we're going to try to go for car boost as well.
Carbos?
Carbos. That's speed.
Oh, right in the Sonic's face, too.
Oh, gosh. Couples do get in free.
Very nice.
They do indeed.
Alright, yeah, Badlax already mentioned that the fastest way of movement with Amy is to just do jumps. And then Amy also has the hammer jump move, where you press the attack button while having running speed, and then you get this really high jump, which is very useful for a lot of skips, including this one. So Matoi here clipping out of the corner into the mirror dimension, into a later part of the stage, and skipping most of it, and immediately now being at the exit of this section of the level. Very nice.
Risu with a nice clip into Station Square. We're going to see some movement. Hopefully they get a nice car boost as well. Matoi going for the new strat that I showed them.
I didn't actually know that clip. That's cool.
Goal 49, I'll take that.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's very solid.
I always pop off when I get... Oh, that was a gold? Okay.
Nice.
That's apparently the fastest I've done in this particular run.
Alright, let's see how Risuruu's Twinkle Park goes. Matoi is gonna have a little bit of downtime until we make it to the next level, so let's see how Risuruu's Twinkle Park goes.
And if you've got anything to say, Argic, now is a good time.
Well, thank you very much. We got an anonymous donation, which was $7.23. That put our donation total up to $1,569.69. Nice.
Nice.
And then we also had Ori Sky come in with a $1.39 donation, going chaotic evil roundup donation. Nyah, 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 nyah.
Alright, very solid Twinkle Parks from both runners here.
Hola, 48? Oh
yeah,
my
that's
goodness.
very good.
Oh,
Incredible.
let's go.
Find the way out.
Matoi currently waiting for the upgrade that is required to progress here, and then they're gonna head off into the next stage, which is Hot Shelter, which is also the most complex and the longest stage in Amy's story, and also, I think, one of the hardest stages in the entire game to speedrun well. There's a lot of small skips and clips in the stage, lots of very hard movements, lots of different alternative strats you can go for.
What's really interesting about Hot Shelter is that only 3 characters go in it, Amy, Gamma, and Big, and honestly, for all 3 of them, it is the hardest stage for each of those characters.
Oh
It
shit.
is so
Yes.
complex.
Talking fried mushrooms.
Yeah, Shiitake
I'm
fried mushrooms
sweating.
over here.
I'm sweating. I hit an Eggman and I just
Get over
got
there. Oh, not the egg.
Just got
One,
2000 for Hedgehog.
Oh,
Hammer.
wow.
That's okay. I was low-key freaking out when I was on Hedgehog Hammer because Supersonics didn't show up for like 15 seconds.
Like, hello?
We didn't really get a chance to explain Hedgehog Hammer, so for a brief moment, it is completely RNG dependent. You sometimes get runs where you legitimately will see 3 supersonics. They give you 500 points. You need 2,000 in order to proceed. The game just has it out for you.
Matoi here going for a clip called Bathroom Break, where you break out of a bathroom.
Uh-oh. The Kiki.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, those can really screw you up there.
Why is the
Kiki's
Kiki using the
unlocking.
bathroom?
That
is a good question.
Excellent question. You know,
Why
my
are there
pet peeve
bathrooms?
is when I'm trying to do this clip and it accidentally happens in real life.
Yeah, I hate it.
You just accidentally
I can't tell y'all how many times I've clipped through. Oh my goodness. How many times I've clipped through my bathroom door.
So particularly.
Ooh,
Have
costly.
you?
That's
Alright.
Alright, Matoi is just trying to make the race closer.
More interesting.
Yeah, more interesting. So Risuruuu almost catching up to Matoi now. Making it to Bathroom Break.
The bathroom bypass, as Risuruuu calls it.
Yeah, it's also a good name. Alright, now both runners are very close together.
The stage is so technical, there are so many opportunities for you to fall off, die, to get hit by an enemy, to not successfully make a clip and fall. Thankfully, there are some... Oh, God.
Yeah, especially the area with the moving bridge is a very costly death, because that's very far away from any checkpoints.
Yeah, you get back to right before the bathroom.
Going for Pasta Skip here, named after Pasta Nova.
Yeah, Pasta Nova Delight.
Little pasta skip.
Very
Using
beautiful.
a Risuruuu setup to get it, lining up the tuft of hair to be able to clip through the wall. Beautiful.
Thank you, Risuruuu.
And Risuruuu with a nice pasta skip
Very
as well.
nice.
Oh my gosh, this is so close.
That skip is extremely precise. You need to hit a very specific pixel, and you also need to very precisely time your hammer jump to make the jump out of the wall. That is not easy at all. And now we go for a final puzzle skip. Risuruuu going for this setup from the beam. Very nice, very solid.
Despite a couple deaths, very nice times for both runners. Very, very nicely well done for those skips.
I'm shaking, man.
It is okay. We're coming up to the best stage.
Well, we got some movement going on. If anyone wants to place some bets in the chat, this is probably that time.
Yeah, so there's one more stage coming up for Amy's story, which will be Final Egg. Final Egg is a very straightforward stage, tech-wise, not much tech, not much and tricks going on. But at the end of the stage, there is a room with 5 doors. Which one is the correct one is random, and you basically have to guess which door is gonna lead to the end of the stage. So if you want to put in some guesses in chat, we count from left to right, 1 to 5. If you want to put numbers 1 to 5 in chat and see if you can get the correct guess for a door at the end of Hot Shelter. We have about a minute until we get there.
You win nothing except for bragging rights.
Yes, you if you win, you can tell everyone, all your friends, all your family, that you are very good at guessing a random outcome in a video game that some people on the internet are playing.
You win all the points, and whose line is it anyway?
Yes.
If anyone ever has trouble with the puzzle that Matoi is coming up to, just remember, you hit the 4 in the middle, you don't hit the ones at the end. If you accidentally hit one of the ones at the end, just hit it again. It will undo what you've done.
Yes, the solution is just to hit every button once, except for the ones on the outside. The order doesn't even matter. You just have to, like the 4 in the middle, you just hit them once, and then you open the door.
Now, well, we're not going for any crazy stuff because this is a race, and that would be absolutely just wild. There are some incredible tricks that you can do in this stage, which involve very precise inputs to be able to skip this whole elevator section. You kind of just go up to the second act. It's oh my gosh, watching it is incredible.
There's 3 different ways to make this faster. All of them are incredibly difficult. You can ride on top of the elevator, you can use the slope on top of the elevator to wall run up, and you can also use a very bizarre movement state to kind of moonwalk backwards, slide up a different wall, which is a very bizarre trick, but almost nobody was so far has been able to do that. Let's see doors for Matoi.
The rounders are pretty neck and neck.
Yeah.
The door 1 okay. Door 4 is the Matoi guess, but I don't want to, you know.
Oh my gosh. Is it... I can't believe I am going to scream.
Just always go
Both
for door
runners
4
are now tied. That is amazing.
Rishi, what door did you get?
Don't one.
Wow.
There's actually no way to...
I can't believe this.
No way.
I cannot get door 4.
Oh my gosh.
Congrats to Risu on the door 1 RNG. Congrats on
Oh my
Matoi for
God,
having the most
congrats.
consistent RNG.
Alright, now we have to get back out of the jungle. The best way to do that is to jump on top of the trees again, and then climb back up the ladder. The reason you really want to be on top of the trees is, for one, you can go like a more direct route, and also Amy is like the slowest ladder climber in the game, I think only after Gamma. So if you jump from the top of the trees, you can cut down a lot of the height you have to cover with the ladder and save a lot of time.
Yes, indeed. Buffer Runner's getting some decent climbs on here. Remember, this race is so close we're climbing ladders at the same time, but we have a whole other story to go through. And while we get some movement, Argic, anything you want to tell us? Anything you want to shout out?
Indeed, I want to let you all know that we do have some targets still coming up. We have the total nuclear annihilation 1 reactor spatula % showcase. Yes, that's right. We will have our runner playing pinball, not with their hands, but with a pair of spatulas. If you want to see some pinball action with that, please do keep your donations coming in to take this and put it towards that target. We do also still, of course, have the Wipeout Omega Collection ship manufacturer poll that is running right now, with Oricom winning with a stonking $235 against the Pure Hana at $70.87.
Both of these runners getting really good zero fights. The moment the timer stops, we soft reset to be able to go into the next story. Gamma, go right ahead. Nim.
Yeah, so Gamma is going to be a pretty slow start. It looks very tame at the beginning, but believe me, Gamma is the most busted, most broken story in this game, because we not only do skips within the level, but we also glitch out the entire story progression. We'll get to that, but until then, the story is pretty straightforward, with just smooth movement, a little bit of platforming, a little bit of shooting.
Are we sparing Tails?
Mission complete.
Oh, I kind of meant to, but...
Oh. Wow, murdering Tails directly in front of us. How could you?
Could you K-word?
Well, you know, the Tails doll was there. It's not the true Tails doll.
It's not the real
I was just showing him where his place was.
Oh my gosh.
Okay then.
The Tails doll is still in our nightmares.
He's not the original Tails doll.
E101 beta, the
I found
easiest.
you, faker.
Oh my gosh. Wrong game. E101 beta, the easiest fight, thankfully, for Gamma, but this is not the last time we will see them. The next time with a makeover. What's really interesting, and I was kind of talking to Matoi about this last night. I came up with a little headcanon. Gamma. Yeah, headcanon Gamma. When fighting Beta the first time, you don't damage Beta really, you just beat him in a fight. And when that happens, like Eggman does the changes to him, but, and granted you're destroying like robots and stuff, but Gamma doesn't really like get a taste for machine oil until you see Beta transform.
I'm surprised I was able to get pole hop with that. story
Yeah,
going
this is where
on.
Gamma and I went on our honeymoon.
Capture complete.
Yeah, for those who don't know, by the way, I forgot to mention, Gamma is Risu's certified robot ex-husband.
There's a reason it's X.
There is a
and
reason.
You know what we did on our honeymoon at Emerald Coast? I can't say on this stream.
Blows up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, that's the wrong
Blows
one.
up, yeah.
This frog's the one we want.
We got a little bit of story to go through. I can really much recommend watching the story cutscenes of Gamma. It's by far the best story in this game, and very heartbreaking. But we're not here for story.
We don't care about your tears.
No, we don't care about your tears. So both runners are now on their way to the upgrade room where Gamma can pick up, I forgot what it's called, the jet booster, I think.
Yeah.
Jet booster.
Which allows Gamma to hover, and this is the exact moment where everything in Gamma's story falls apart. This is, from now on, everything is broken. So, what we're gonna do first, Risuruuu is gonna go here on this corner in the wall, and hopefully clip. Very nice. That clip is very hard to get quickly.
And we are in the last level.
And we are in the final level. So this is Hot Shelter. This is intended to be the final level of the story, but we're doing it early. So within Hot Shelter, also a lot of clips already here at the start. Very nice. And yeah, a big skip also coming up. Matoi is struggling a little bit here with the clip, but I mentioned this clip is hard to get quickly. So Risuruuu is now coming up to the wall run. Let's see how that goes.
Okay. Okay.
Very
good
nice,
wall run, Risuruuu.
very
Good wall
nice.
run.
And going for right side, which is way riskier than left side to clip back and bounce.
Oh my goodness!
Very nice. That's amazing. All right, so that skips a huge part of the stage, like a whole different section that you warp into.
There's like a monorail.
Yeah, it takes really long to do the stage the intended way, but we're skipping all of that. And now Matoi is also at the wall run while Risuruuu beat the final boss of the stage.
Risuruuu to destroy some Sega Dreamcasts.
Yes, there's Sega Dreamcast in the boss. So. After
from Matoi going left side, ever so slightly safer than right side.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well, personally. I'm not comfortable with right side myself. But yeah, now that Risuruuu is out of Hot Shelter, she's going to soft reset the game, and instead of the story mode, she's going into the trial mode where you can just freely select any stage. So you're not supposed to be able to beat stages through trial mode in story mode, but because we beat the final stage of the story already, it's unlocked in trial mode, and because of some weird things going on in the game also unlocks the previous stage in trial mode, which is Red Mountain. So with just one quick clip out of the stage, we can fly to the end and beat Red Mountain very quickly. And now, because we've beaten Red Mountain, it also unlocks the final missing stage we haven't played yet, which is Windy Valley. So like this, we beat both of the stages we skipped in trial mode without having to go through the story progression. And
excellent clips.
Yeah, very nice.
Wall in Red Mountain.
That clip can be pretty finicky.
What's really interesting about doing this, especially coming from Hot Shelter to do the sequence break, is that, and you can't see it on Risu's screen unless you can read Japanese, but it shows the first stage, it shows the stage that you want to go to, and then it shows Hedgehog Hammer twice. Hedgehog Hammer acts as a placeholder, and I'm pretty sure it does that for most characters, if not every character. And you can actually go into it, and it just takes you in like the mini game Hedgehog Hammer. You're just chilling there.
You don't
It's
have
pretty.
a hammer.
You don't have a hammer, exactly.
Rescue complete.
Great.
So as soon as Risuruuu finishes up Windy Valley, we've basically beaten all of the stages in the story. However, the game actually tracks which stages you've beaten and how far progressed you are in the story separately. So in order to now finish the story, we have to go back into story mode and do a couple of things on the hub world to trigger the story progression. So basically, anytime you load into a section of the map, the game checks for progression on one part of the game. So we have to travel around a little bit to get all these story flag checks to make the game... Yeah, exactly. To make the game update where we are in the story according to the stages we've beaten. So first thing is Risuruuu is doing what is supposed to happen after getting the upgrade, which is fighting Sonic.
Yes, going from the booster upgrade, you go and you wish Sonic a happy birthday.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And now...
Delta. Rescue
And afterwards, the game warps you back to the Mystic Ruins, and there,
I didn't get the early kill point.
and there you have to take a quick death, which makes the game update the story progression, because now it realizes you've already beaten Windy Valley, so it opens this part of the map for you where you can get to Red Mountain. So what you now have to do is actually go up to Red Mountain and just enter Red Mountain really quick. We don't even have to beat Red Mountain anymore because we've already beaten it. But we have to make the game realize that Red Mountain exists and that we've already beaten it. So,
fun fact, the loading zone does not activate unless you destroy the monkey that's there. Even if you can get past it, the loading zone just isn't there.
It just doesn't, yeah.
Yes, that is correct. But yeah, Risuruuu just going into Red Mountain and exiting out immediately, that makes the game update the story progression once more. And now we can go back to the egg carrier, which then the game will check for story progression on Hot Shelter, the final stage, and the game will immediately put us to right before the final boss of the story. And even though we have to do like a couple of things, like with a glitch shot and everything, to now make it work, this is still faster than doing the intended order, because even with the extra stuff you have to do, you skip a lot of hub world stuff.
Early shot here.
Mission
Oh my
failed.
gosh, getting
Oh
it.
yes,
Okay.
very nice.
Door 1 and early shot. This may or may not be a PB for Risu.
The
Yeah,
train
and I'm
headed
not
for
timing
Station
it.
Square will be
Oh,
departing
no.
soon.
I told you.
We go by in-game time.
Yeah, because this game is very wonky, you unfortunately have to have the life split timer with the timer script on screen for it to be properly timed. Because the game is very inconsistent with frame rate.
And
And
cutscenes it goes down to 30, and in
Yeah.
actual gameplay it's 60 if you have it locked. Otherwise it's slightly
yeah,
variable.
but it varies between 60 and 63, and that affects the real-time speed the game runs on. So we have a timer that adjusts for that. So yeah, that's unfortunate if that's gonna be a PB, because it won't be able to be submitted. But
Time.
GG.
Oh yeah, we did not give heads up. I am so sorry,
I was
friends.
on the
Oh,
final
yes.
hit, data. Yeah, I was like, coming up soon.
GG's Risuruuu, good stuff.
GG, yeah, that was
What a
great.
close race. Was it 34-34 RTA?
Yeah, that would have been a PB.
But yeah, a quick explanation on what was going on in the final boss fight here for Risuruuu. She got what is called early shot. So basically during the intro cutscene of the boss, there is a 1 frame moment where you can get an input in and get a early shot, as the name suggests, which turns the fight from 4 hits into 3 hits, and that saves 10 seconds.
Bananas.
Yes. Hitting a frame-perfect trick at the end of the run is certainly not easy.
No, not at all. It's absolutely crazy to do for 1. And 2, the fact that you got it first time is
Time
pretty
coming
great.
up for me, by the way.
Go, go.
And time.
GG's, y'all. What a good race.
GG, yeah, that was great.
How much back and forth between you two?
There was, yeah, that was
According to my
like...
splits, it's 35-46 RTA for me.
Mission complete.
I'll
Very
take
nice.
that. Still sub 36.
Yeah, yeah, and below our estimate of 40 minutes, so that's great.
Exactly.
Knuckles was nice to us. Headshot camera was
Remember.
okay to us.
Ian chat for
It's
Gamma,
not
by the
over.
way.
Ooh, E in the chat for Gamma.
In the chat.
Yeah,
E.
so I guess we have to... E. we're gonna have to get a big setup. So we can go ahead and do that if Art has any stuff to read.